Welcome to Spacecraft Guide, the channel that goes over the most iconic spacecraft in the world. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going to go into what we have done with the Lunar Module, and specifically we're going to be showing you how the signal strength indicator works and how it affects up here the warning light. So let's get into it. And also for our Spacecraft Interactive Virtual Reality members, we're going to have something special for you at the end of this video just for you. So if you click on the signal strength indicator, it takes you to the S-band signal strength indicator. Now what this does, it displays the intensity of the S-band signal received from the MSFN, the Moon Space Network. When peaked, it indicates that S-band steerable antenna is pointing at Earth. It also indicates which of the Omni antennas is providing best communication link to the MSFN. It's used in conjunction with the pitch and yaw controls to establish contact on the MSFN. So if we look into the schematics, we will see the strength indicator right here. Now, when this signal strength is increasing, we see that it is because the signal from receiver 1 or receiver 2 is increasing. Now that could be, if we look down here, from either the AGC sample of S-band receiver to the steerable antenna, that's the automatic guidance control, or the manual control. Now that brings the signal into the duplexer, primary and secondary, receiver 1 and 2, and it'll show the strength of how strong the signal is. Now again, this is through the steerable antenna, and you have to first manually get it pointed towards the Earth for the pitch and yaw, and then when you get within 10 degrees, then the automatic guidance control takes over, and that is going to affect another system up here. So that switch that is going to come up here is reset from the S-band range switch right here. Clicking on this, you come on this part of the panel. And in this panel, we'll see the S-band receiver caution warning light. Clicking on that, it'll show that the S-band receiver goes on if S-band receiver automatic gain control fails. The light is enabled when the range function switch is set to TW/CWEA enable, and the light goes off when the switch is set to off reset. I have a special deal for my YouTube, Twitter, Spoutable, and Facebook and Instagram users. Now this is the actual document as it was put out by NASA for the Apollo spacecraft. This you can see is the explosive device subsystem, and within it you'll see all of the index and all hyperlinked here, so you can go to the introduction. But what I wanted to show you is the images. This is something special I have been able to do and make sure it be secure, is all of these images here, they have hyperlinks to it. So if you want to see about the RCS, or Reactive Control System Helium Isolation Valve, you click on it, takes you to the helium isolation valve and compatibility valves. So it will go right to the section to explain that to you. This is another way to help you. I found that with the airline pilots that I tested this out, this was the fastest way that they could get information. It's 7 times faster than anyone else. So all you have to do is go to Spacecraft Interactive Virtual Museum on Patreon, and then you can see the spacecraft library for $1 a month. You can support me as I make these documents even more accessible and easier to use. So just for $1 a month, I convert all the paper into an electronic format that you can actually use, and with the images that are hyperlinked. And then that'll also be working with all the other documentation I have. So for $1 a month, you guys can help me out make these documents. Thank you again, and I appreciate all your support. That's all for this week. If you would like to use this interactive virtual reality exhibit on the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, just go to our Patreon page, and the link will be down below.